Oh, thank you. Hello. Oh, wow. Okay, so hello everyone. Let me do my introduction. Hi, I'm Stephanie, and we are doing a live stream where I do tarot readings for free. Um, Tips are very much appreciated, and it's going to be one question per person. One question per person. My sister Michelle will be our moderator. Let me make sure it's yeah. She'll be moderating, and if you see me looking off to the side, my computer's off here, so I may look at your question on the chat. Hello, everybody. Hello, Steffi. Hello, Gen Z. Hi, hello, Jennifer. So, yeah, I have a new space. I'm finally settled in mostly to my new apartment. So, I apologize in advance for any noise outside or otherwise because I do have neighbors now that are very, very close. So, you may hear weird stuff. It's nothing supernatural, unfortunately. It is people. So, I'm gonna get started. I'm waiting for Michelle to show up. Also, I do want you to send thoughts and prayers to her, me, and my family. We lost our Pomeranian Lucy. What 2 weeks ago, a week ago. It's been a while, but she was very near and dear to our hearts. So she is now our sweet angel puppy. Send Michelle lots of love. That was her. That was her companion. Mine too, of course. But it was a lot. Moving, losing a dog, our first dog actually, and yeah, a lot has happened since the last live session. But yeah, hello everybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the first question. So we are MMC. When will you get a new job? Good question. That's a good question. Just get started. I'm using the Rider-Waite just to get started. And the order in which questions are asked are the order in which I will answer them. So if I don't get to your question right away, it's probably because I'm going down the line. Just look in the chat. I'm going to go in order of who asks question first. It's first come, first serve kind of ordeal. All right, so your new job, MMC. When will you get a new job specifically? Okay, I am seeing there's communication getting in the way. I feel like either you haven't reached out or they haven't reached out. I would keep calling them or emailing them to see if the position has been filled, if you would like. And just keep in contact with the people who are hiring, to all the places that you've been applying to. Because right now, I'm not getting anything unless you make that first initial contact. Because we have the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Wands, both reversed. So there's something about communication getting in the way. Either they're not communicating with each other or you're not communicating enough with them. Make sure you build a rapport. Make sure you get to know people by name, understand what they do. It's a lot about socialization and communication is what I'm hearing. And because we're currently in a retrograde until the 30th, Mercury retrograde, it may slow things down, or it may, honestly, I don't see it slowing things down as much as everything is in flux, like everything is just all over the place, which can benefit you. Sometimes we can take advantage of the fact that everybody's confused and that communication is, slow, or that things are kind of in limbo. We can take advantage of that. So I do see Spirit advising you to do this. So again, make sure you're communicating. Communicate, get to know everybody, know their name, know their contact information, understand what they do. Like if you have an interview with somebody, ask them what their position is, or positions. So yeah. Hello everybody. Hello Gentle. And the Knight of Wands. I do see a slowdown in employment in general, unfortunately. But when you will have this, I'm seeing Aries season. So give it about, well, it's coming up, isn't it? Like about 10 days would be a better time to start looking again. Give me a time for MCC, because I'm not really getting. The first of any month could be important. Lots of Wands energy letting me know that this is just telling me more stuff about how businesses are being run right now. And Spirit has been telling me this for a while. Not only that, but I've been seeing it. Between the 1st and the 10th, I feel like you're going to be finding a job. I'm not sure if it's the 1st of next month or the month after that, but definitely that first week is when you want to really be making communication and talking to people to get hired. and Queen of Wands reversed. Lots of wands, lots of fiery energy. Something about a fast-paced environment, but also everybody's ego is getting in the way. So the 1st through the 10th, make sure you're looking out for that. Make sure you're asking people questions. Make sure you're keeping in contact. I keep hearing figure out what people do. Like, is somebody a hiring manager? Are they a secretary? Are they, just the person at the front door? Figure out what they do and who to contact. So I hope that helps, MMC. But the 1st through the 10th, I'm seeing something either next month or the month after that. Hello, everybody. Hi, Squish Fish. Hello. Oh, these are all good questions. All right, I'm gonna move on to the second question. So, Steffi. All right, so Steffi, you've been getting psychic attacks. Interesting you say that, because literally the whole week that I was moving, I kept getting the dumbest things, which I was translating into a psychic attack. Because I guess my energy was either so low or I was so vulnerable that I kept getting things. So I'm wondering if you're in a current transition that's kind of making you either low vibrational or just like confused, or if you're in a big transition, what are the psychic attacks? Or what, well, yeah, let's ask both of those things. What are the psychic attacks, and should you look out for anything else out of the ordinary this week? So we have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, ungroundedness. I feel like you're not grounded enough. So if you do any sort of chakra meditation or healing, definitely focus on the grounded energy, specifically past the root chakra is what I'm hearing. I think it's called the soul star or something like that. The chakras beneath the feet that ground you to the earth. Because these are coming, I don't know what kind of attacks you've been having, but they feel like earth. I don't know if nature's involved, which is interesting. 5 of Wands. Hi, Michelle. 6 of Pentacles. There are people who are envious of you, Steffi. There are people who are envious of you, and they don't want you to succeed, or they don't want you to move forward. Which makes sense, because I saw the same thing with a friend of mine who, actually I've seen this a lot with friends who are either moving or getting into new jobs. There are people who are envious of them, or who are like terrified of the thing they might become. It's like they're envious of the change. It's like, why do you get to do that and I don't? Or, oh no, you're going to change and things is going to... I see that a lot. I see people project a lot of negativity onto people, and it's not necessarily cursing or hexing. That's not a thing. Or at least not how we envision it. It's not like we're casting spells. No, it's like because you believe when somebody believes that something isn't right for somebody, it's almost like that nasty energy kind of follows where that thought is being projected to. So I'm seeing that. The way to combat this, though, how to prevent this. Keep things to yourself, which isn't always easy, especially, for example, when sometimes the people have to help you. The people helping you might be the ones who are wishing you ill. It's unfortunate, but I see it a lot, especially either in like close-knit groups of friends or families. Sometimes the people around you want to wish you ill. So keep as much secret as possible, especially from social media, especially from like coworkers or neighbors, things like that. Like, you don't have to tell them everything. Sometimes they do wish you well. Sometimes we have a lot of people who are like very kind and they wish you a lot of good things. I had this woman when I was moving out of my house. I was throwing like a shoe rack or something away, and she just happened to drive by and she's like, "Are you throwing that away?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Can I have it?" So I gave it to her because, I clearly didn't need it. And she was so sweet. We had a conversation. It was the first time I met her. She was my former neighbor, first and last time. But she was so sweet. She was blessing me so much. She was Christian, so she was giving me a lot of God's blessings and stuff. And I accept people's blessings regardless of their religious beliefs, their background. I'm very respectful of that because I know what matters is the kindness. But I could tell that she was sending me blessings. Like, my angel sent her to give me blessings almost literally in person. So I'm getting a little bit of that. So I would focus on the positive. I would keep things secret. And if there's anything to watch out for, it's definitely who you give money to or who you spend your energy, if not money, then energy on. Be careful who you're spending it on, because sometimes they don't want to give that back. Some people do want to drain you because they feel that you deserve to be drained because, I don't know. For example, when people start making a lot of money, people are like, "Well, why don't you pay for everything?" And it's like, well, that's not fair. Just because they make a lot of money doesn't mean they have to pay for everything. It's that kind of energy. I do see you putting an end to all the things that are bringing you psychic attacks, though. That's not going to last forever, so it's not like you're cursed. It's just momentarily. I give it about 4 to 10 days or weeks. I guess maybe weeks. 10 weeks at the most. Maybe sooner. Yeah, between 6 and 10 weeks. Which I know sucks. And also something about Friday the 13th could be important, which I know is tomorrow, and I think there's other Friday the 13th this year. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that's what I got for you, Steffi. Thank you so much. Hello. All right, so next question is for Gen Z 13. All right, so things between you and your brother have been strained. Is there any advice from your guides? Okay, advice for the difficult relationship with your brother for Gen Z. Does he smoke, or does he have like a lung thing going on? Anytime people smoke, I feel it like right here, because I feel the deep breaths from him. This might be you as well, or maybe you both have the same thing. But I'm getting like deep breaths with him, which is really interesting. This could also be advice for you to play sports. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. BMC, yes, I can do a quick reading. Just leave your question and I'll get to it. I'm going down the chat, so yeah. Hello, BMC, welcome. All right, so for Gen Z, he feels burdened by, okay, we have justice, which can either mean debts he has to pay off or something in the legal system. If not that, it could just be like what people expect of him. Does he have like a baby mama situation or something like that? Or maybe he owes money somehow. But I do see like him needing to pay off debts. Yeah. An unhappy home. Temperance reversed. Interesting. He doesn't see a way out. He feels like he's out of control because we have the King of Wands reversed, the Seven of Cups reversed, and Temperance reversed. And Temperance does have cups there. So it's almost like he's settled into this life of things being difficult, that life sucks, that things aren't fair, that he's going to have to try for it. Like, it's very, I've heard this story a million times before by men of a certain, men my age tend to turn into this for whatever reason. And it's part of the reason why I have trouble both making friends and finding dates, at least where I live. But he seems like he's settling into this life where he feels like everything has to be a struggle. It's like, yeah, well, I gotta do this now, and this is this. I just feel the struggle. That's all it is. Oh, thank you. I don't feel like I'm glowing, but thank you. Must be the golden hour right now. But your brother, I see, he's just having a hard time of life. I don't think it has anything to do with you, actually. How is Gen Z affected at all? I keep hearing that he thinks, this is his thoughts, you wouldn't understand because you've never had to either have a family or a career or have had as much pressure as he does. I keep seeing that. However, I feel like if you don't have, it's weird. I keep hearing that if you don't have anything helpful to say, he doesn't want to hear it at all, which, yikes. I just think he's all about the money and struggles and being logical, and it's unfortunate because, yeah, if it's not a baby mama, it could just be the debts he has to pay off, whatever those may be, or even like what he owes. But if he keeps going the way he is, he's gonna end up with a baby, like a really bad baby mama situation, one where you continually have to be paying child support to. That's just how the energy feels. And it wouldn't surprise me because when you're at that vibration, that's what you attract. It's a law of attraction kind of stuff for him. So I don't know how you can help him because he can't even help himself. Because I keep hearing that he only wants to be surrounded by logical people who have something useful to say. He doesn't think that you have the same life that he does. And with Fool reversed, he's just setting himself up for a miserable, like, I'm sorry, no hate, and I'm not wishing this on your brother, but he's really got it in his mindset that this is just how life is meant to be, like a struggle, like a country song, you know, like one of those old American country songs where just that's what I'm getting, Magician. And it would help so much if he understood that he's much more in control of his life than he realizes, because we got the Emperor reversed, but the Magician upright. He feels like he's meant to be misled by something. I don't know, it just feels really weird, the space he's in. And I don't think there's much you can do because it's heavier than you could take on your own. The best thing I could say is that I guess wish him well, send him a lot of love, keep him in your prayers, thoughts, meditation, and send him love from afar. You know, just because I feel like he's really going to need it. But he's really settling into this mindset that life is hard and it sucks and then you die, which is unfortunate. I don't see, like, if you were to reach out right now, I don't think it'd be anything helpful or useful. If anything, it might just end up hurting you unintentionally. Not intentionally. He doesn't have an evil streak in him. He's identifying with the struggle, and I don't feel like he has to, for whatever reason. Yeah. And maybe it's good for now until, you know, like I said, just send him a lot of love from through spirit, from afar, because he needs it. And maybe send him more than that, send him a breakthrough that he realizes that life isn't meant to be that difficult. But that breaks my heart. So I'm sorry, Gen Z. I wish I could give you more advice, but honestly, I think for now it's better to just stay away because it's not all, it's not great. But I'm sending you so much love, Gen Z. And sending your brother a lot of love too. Hello, Bursa. Hello, Eagle Money. Hello, Angelica. Oh. Yeah, like a country song. And let me tell you, I've been friends with people who listen to country, and I'm just sitting here like, this cannot be what you're listening to all day. All day, every day? No. Once in a while when you're down on your luck, okay, yeah, sure. But all the time? Even Dolly Parton. I love Dolly Parton, but some of her songs are so sad. I could not listen to them every day. I just couldn't. And if I am listening to them every day, I'm like, okay, Stephanie, what's going on? But yeah, that's what I got. Okay, so next question is Jennifer. Dion's thoughts and future actions. Dion. Oh, and thank you again. Yeah, it's nice to have a session. I haven't had a session since like before Christmas, so this is the first session of the year. Hi. All right, so Dion, what does Dion think of Angelica's? You got the Eight of Pentacles reversed. You got the Two of Wands. Okay. Does he take you out a lot, or I feel like he works a lot to take you out a lot? And then we also have the Two of Wands. Knight and Page of Wands reversed. He has a lot of fun with you. But he doesn't know if I don't know what your level of commitment is, but I don't know if he knows whether he wants you to be his only option. But for right now, you are. And I don't know if I like that energy. But he is working towards something. Can I get clarification on that? What's he working towards? Yeah. Okay, so this option, okay, now that makes more sense. Because we have the Six of Pentacles. So there's something about, he thinks a lot about taking you out. Because I keep seeing in his mind, like taking you out on a date or with friends, or even hanging out with friends. If not you, then somebody else. Let me turn on the light because it's going to get really dark really quick here. It's that time of year. Okay, much better. Okay. So yeah, he's thinking a lot about taking you out because we have the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. He does wonder if it's worth it. Financial and health issues. It's almost like Emperor reverse. It's almost like he wishes he could take you out, but he can't. Yeah, five of Cups and Page of Pentacles. It's like he's always on Page of Pentacles because notice we have the Knights, 2 pages. It's like he can't become a king or even this Emperor. The Emperor here is reversed. So he feels like things are out of his control or that he can't come through and do something because the Two of Wands here is like seeing his options of what he can and can't do in this relationship or in whatever it is that you would want to have with him. Yeah, if you're dating each other casually, I feel like that's where it's going to stay at for a while. Yeah, and then we have, I keep wanting to say king, but there's knight, and that's exactly how he feels. He wants to be your king, but right now he's just the knight because he feels like he can't move forward any further because we have the Knight of Cups reversed. And Hermit. He might just, oh, and the World. He might just decide to keep his distance to a point where it's like, this is all I can offer you, and if you're okay with that, that's fine. But if not, then it might be time to move on to something else. But that's up to you and him and what you're happy with. But right now, I really don't feel like he's in his prime energy, especially to be romancing anybody or to be providing for anybody. His masculinity, that's what it is. But in the health, like both the healthy and, well, no, let me phrase that differently. He feels like his ego or masculinity, the positive kind that's able to take care of you, isn't in play here. So he feels emasculated. He feels like a declawed cat. It's like, I can't do anything. So his energy feels very, very bummed out. So that his thoughts towards you is that he wishes he could take you out more, but he's not able to offer more than he has right now in terms of finances, time, money. Finances and money are the same thing. And as you mentioned, health. Yeah, he's not going to commit because, like I said, we have no king energy there. It was all knights and pages, more pages than anything, and the emperor was reversed. So, I am sorry for that noise if you can hear it. So yeah, that's all I have for you. I don't think it's much more than that, unfortunately. Maybe he hasn't even thought past that because he doesn't want to give himself that, the illusion that he can have you when he knows he can't. I do, yeah, he might be trying to prevent having feelings. Yeah, Empress reversed. He does find you beautiful. He does find you to be attractive. He does find you to be an ideal woman for him. But he doesn't care about that right now. It's like he's trying to prevent any feelings or thoughts further than that from coming through because he knows he can't offer anything. So I hope that helps. And I think that's healthy of him because he's like, it's like, what do I gain from falling for somebody that I know I can't give anything to, you know? So I hope that helps, Jennifer. So I think there's going to be a conversation coming up soon about where it's headed, and it's going to be between you and him and what you're comfortable with. All right. Let's move on to the next question. Thank you, Jennifer. So, Gentle, what does your supervisor, BL and AP, think of you? I'm just going to shorten it to B and A. So, what do your supervisors think about you? I'm going to get two little piles here. So we have Emperor reverse for B. Oh, you never want to see the Emperor reverse for a supervisor or anybody in charge because that means they don't know how to do their job or they have issues with establishing authority. And for A, we have Ten of Pentacles. Very differing energies for sure. So BI is not great. AP is a little better, but not by much. The similarity here is that they're both not very confident about either their jobs or what to do with you. Where do you stand in this? Yeah, because somehow you come off as somebody with more authority than they do. I don't like, I'm getting like a battle of the egos. Like you're very confident in your ability to do something, or you come off really great in your workspace. You come off great. They don't. And I feel like either there could be envy or there could be like indifference. It's like even if you're good at something, they're just gonna not care. Like, you know, they're not gonna care. It's like when you have something that's valuable but you don't know its value, how are you gonna treat it? Just like anything else. So that's what I'm seeing here for you. So you're a really great employee. Whatever they have to say about you or how they treat you, do not take it personally because they don't know what they have. And I see that a lot in workplaces where we have really, really good employees who get underused, undervalued, misused. Like I see that a lot, and that's how they feel. So more specifically, BI. Where's? Oh, that's weird. Yeah. Oh, sorry. BL. That's not an I. I need to get my eyes checked. B. B's not great. I wouldn't trust them with anything. We have the Emperor reversed and the King of Swords reversed. They might lie. They might lie. They might say things just to get you to do something. They don't care. Like, they honestly don't care. Yeah, it does appreciate you a little bit more. I just feel like, again, this job kind of it crushes their spirit because Ten of Pentacles upright, they're good. They may have been with the company longer or have at least gotten enough from the company to be happy with it. But this crushes their spirit. Like, how do they think of you? Yeah, they like you. 10 of Cups, and I feel like they'd be more than happy to see you succeed. Yeah, 6 of Cups. Yeah, so you're good with AP. AP, I feel like you should trust more. If you need any help, go to them. Just understand that if they're ever in a mood, never take it personally. It's just, again, their crushed spirit. I keep hearing their spirit, like their stamina, their everything are just like, oh, this is draining me. It's never you, so don't take that personally. That said, I do feel like they're more likely to see you in a better position. Or if they don't, again, it's nothing personal. They're just trying to get through their day. So I hope that helps. Be careful with B. And A is good. A is good for you. Oh yeah. So I don't do super chat yet because for whatever reason I still haven't been able to monetize YouTube. It's a long story I won't share. But I do have my email below if you want a longer reading or if you want to send a tip. We can do that. Michelle, at like 30 minutes, go ahead and shut the chat down, or whenever I tell you, because I'm not sure if like my timing is the same as your guys's, because I've noticed there's a little bit of a lag on the laptop here. So thank you. Thank you so much, Gentle. And yeah, if you guys are liking this, go ahead and leave some tips. The information for my tips, I have Cashapp and PayPal. They're in the description below or in the little dots up here, depending on where you're watching this. All right, so the next question is it, oh, how do you pronounce this? Kamers? Kamers. You would like guidance about your inclinations and talents and who you are destined to become. So a little destiny reading, a little talents reading for Kamers. Kamers. You're great at communicating. You're great at getting people to open up when they're not really easy to open up to. And I'm not sure what your sign is, but if you have like a lot of water placements, specifically Pisces, or even something like Libra, like if I feel like you're really good at getting people to communicate when they otherwise wouldn't. We have the Sun reversed, especially those who are not very confident. So you would do well in jobs or roles in life where you have to communicate with, for example, children or people who have either disabilities or who have like certain anxieties, like social anxiety, things like that. Oh, is that you? I think you have a different K Moors and K Luno. If you're the same person, yeah. Scorpio Sun, yeah, water signs. That's what I'm getting. You're good at uncovering secrets as well. So this works, for people, like you get them to open up, but this can also work in like getting to the bottom of things. So really, let's see. Yeah, 9 of Wands. Where people have failed, you can succeed. Where they've tried and tried, you can do better because you have a perspective that is very different from everybody else's. Yeah, there it is. The Hanged Man, a different perspective. You see things differently because you're hanging upside down as opposed to upright. And yeah, King of Swords. I love this because you could easily be like a really great detective or any sort of role or field or career that requires a lot of investigation, research, taking a deep dive into anything. This is classic Scorpio energy stuff as well, so that doesn't surprise me. You're also very logical, surprisingly. I think people mistake empathy sometimes for a lack of logic when it really isn't, but you blend both of them very, very well. I'm actually friends with a lot of Scorpios and even people with like moon in Scorpio or like Mercury in Scorpio. They tend to be this way. So I feel like it's your destiny to help those people who do not have a voice for themselves or have trouble with communication and to investigate further. And you could take that into a lot of roles and fields, like of course detective work, but also deep research and investigation, especially in like health fields. Specifically health for like people with disabilities or people with certain very specific issues, you know, things like that. It's also great for a teacher. I feel like this might be a little bit too intense for a teacher, but when given to a teacher, it's actually really good. Specifically, I think more like research kind of roles. So a scientist or a professor, like a college level professor. I feel like those would be great for you. You do have several choices here, Ace of Cups, but whatever you do, follow your heart. Whatever you do, make sure it fulfills that need for, make sure it fulfills your soul. Make sure it fulfills your soul, because otherwise it might drain you. But I hope that helped. K Moores, I hope that helped. That was a lovely reading. Oh, that's a good question. Hi, Pearl Blue. Hello. Okay, so we're cutting off questions here. Pearl Blue, you're going to be my last question. Yeah, go ahead and... So my Cash App is SVILLAN0. Sorry, 90. 90. It's in the description or up in the dots. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Let me check. I'm on my laptop over here because I'm recording with my phone. Yeah, PayPal is my email. Hello, Hazel Lucia at Yahoo. Celeste, if you want to leave a question, you can be my last question. But yeah, after this I'm done, just because I have a list of people already going on. And I also do have pre-recorded readings that I make for people if you have like very specific questions that you would like me to take a deep dive into. I record them similar to how I record my my YouTube videos. It's not live like this. I also do live either face-to-face or phone call if you guys are really interested in that. Those do vary depending on time of the year, month, week. So those are variable. Just let me know if you're interested in those. Per question, I'll leave that up to you. I'm always awful at setting prices per question because I feel like questions can be very, let's do $5 per question if that's okay, $5 USD. But yeah. And a lot of this will go to my sister. I feel like I haven't paid her. I haven't given her tips in a while for moderating here. Moomrin, that's my sister, Michelle. She's also our mod. Oh, thank you, Angelica. That's true. She's had a few from me. And I usually do a lot of extra stuff there, depending on what happens. They're really fun. But yeah, they're similar to my readings on the channel, where I just kind of lay out all the cards for you, and I channel very specifically your information and your you know, your whole situation. Here it's a little bit more like on the go, so I can't tap into everything. Yeah, Michelle's an unpaid intern. Yes, her oracle deck. Oh my gosh, I don't know where it is right now because it's still in storage, but she made a cute little Lucy oracle deck, and some of my readings have it featured. I make you work like 2 hours a week tops, Michelle. Anyway, okay, but yeah, she made a cute oracle deck based off our dog Lucy, who passed away a few weeks ago. So I want to get it published. It is so cute. It needs a little bit of refinement, I think. So let's encourage Michelle to release a cute little oracle deck. But back to questions before I run out of time. Okay, so next question is MM285. When will you see David J again? So when will MM25 see David? Okay, so I have the Page of Swords. You'll be talking to him before anything happens. I feel like if you're already in contact with them, just, you know, mention it that you want to either see him again or if you want to do something. We have the King of Pentacles reversed though, and the Seven of Swords reversed as well, which is a good thing. Three of Wands. So he could be really busy with stuff that he's not really telling you about. Like maybe he just keeps a very secret life, or maybe he's like doing stuff that he can't really, well, not that he can't tell you, he may just not be comfortable sharing. Like maybe he's going out on, I don't know, family events or hanging out with friends. I see the Three of Wands. He's wondering when he can see you as well, but I do see him being occupied. He won't exactly tell you why, but just know it's nothing shady. He's just either too busy or he's got a lot going on. We have Five of Wands. Yeah, he's really busy. So when will she see him again? Page of Wands and Nine of Pentacles. I keep hearing that you have to be hinting at him or make it clear that you kind of want to see him again. If this is like a no contact kind of thing, you might just run into him. So when will you see him again? Because I see a lot of pages, I also see 5, 3, 7. It could be either 5th, 3rd, or 7th of any month. 3rd, 5th, or 7th of any month. Or 9th. Interesting that I keep getting odd days. So the day is going to be like an odd number, I guess. Because these are all odd numbers. Queen of Pentacles. There's something, whatever this is, there's something about you having to pay for yourself. So if it is a date, you may have to pay for your own stuff. Or you may have to invest a little bit more. Like I do see you pushing it more. Which is weird. And then Ace of Swords reverse. I don't think he's going to make plans. I feel like you have to make plans and you have to put yourself forward and make it a point to secure this. Because if it's not money, then it's you making the plans and him going along with it. Yeah, Seven of Cups. He might have a lot of options. He might have like a lot of things to do. Sorry if you guys can hear all the stomping around upstairs. So yeah, he might have a lot to do. He might have a lot of social outings, a lot of family things. Like it's like he has his choice of anything to do any day. So you kind of have to compete with that, unfortunately. Or you might have to be making the better offer than everybody else. So yeah, because the Five of Wands reversed is competition. Competition you're not aware of. I think that's where the Seven of Swords comes in. Competition you're not aware of. And it's not that he's making you compete with everybody. It's just he has his choice of things to do. Or choice of people to hang out with, whether it's friends, family, whomever. Because maybe everybody's coming after him for his attention or whatever. So that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, she can... wait. Yeah, Celeste, you're going to be my last question. Sorry for the confusion. You're going to be my last question. Okay. But yeah, that's what I have. MM285. Let me see. So it's going to be on an odd day, and you can take that to mean like an odd date number or an odd time to see him. And he's also going to want to be in a good mood. I don't think he wants to be in a mood where there's something here about disappointment. I don't know if he's gone through a disappointment recently, but he's not going to want to be in that mood. So if he is, he might not choose to hang out with you. He might choose instead to hang out with like, I don't know, family, close friends, you know, the people that are comfortable, because he doesn't want to burden you with his sad boy energy. So I hope that helped. Yeah, of course. Zion, if you came after Celeste, sorry, it's a little late. I cut off my questions. I have to because I have a lot of questions to get through. But if you would like a personalized reading, my information is in the description below or in the little dots up here that has the description if you're on the phone. But thank you. Thank you for tuning in. All right, next question. Next question. Sorry, I lost my train. So I did the David question. Okay, so Heather VK5OF. What should you expect to happen in the next 3 months with your business? Okay, the next 3 months with your business, Heather, if you're here. Sign about what? Maybe, because I don't know if I'm going to do all my readings here. I thought about doing them in the living room. But for Heather, your business in the next 3 months. So I'm going to pull one card for each month. Okay, ooh, 10 of Cups, good things. The Fool, lots of great things. Queen of Wands, quite frankly, the next month, okay, so whatever the next month is, the first of the next month, let's just say the next month. Next month, you're going to be in a really great space. If not financially, it's going to be a great space for like getting your word out. People are going to be flocking to you because they like your services or what you have to provide. I feel like you're going to be in a good space about what you're doing. You could even see movement, like just movement, like you feel really good about where your business is. Does this mean money will come through? Yes and no. I feel like you're just going to be happy in the direction that it's going. This is like you being satisfied with things and how they are. Like, for example, your clients may give you a lot of good feedback, or you may feel really, really good about the work you do. So it's all about emotions, all about feeling. It's also about the passion. This is the labor of love card, but it's a really good feeling because it's almost like even if I didn't get paid for this, you'd be happy. That said, I don't see you focusing on the finances. I do see you expanding more from the heart. And when you expand from the heart, only good things can come in. The month after that, we have the Fool. So you're going to be starting new things, or it would be a great time to implement a lot of either new services, new things, new expansions. It's like try something you haven't done before, and it's going to go great for you. Or you could start shifting in the direction that you want to. You could also blindly step into something you weren't expected. Sometimes the business just happens to you. That's what happened with my tarot because I wasn't offering personalized readings. People just came to me for them. So I'm kind of getting that. So people may be coming to you for a service or a specific thing that you weren't expecting to do, but then you do it and it ends up being great. It's kind of like the universe kind of shoves you in a direction, if that makes any sense. And then the third month is the Queen of Wands. This is a makeover or a glow up time. You could also be more visible in your business. Like if it's a business where you don't necessarily show your face a lot, you may decide to start doing that. Or you could give your business like a facelift. Like if it's a website, you could decide to do your website new, like maybe do a new layout or something like that. Or you could decide to go in a different aesthetic kind of way. So it's a great time for the makeover, whether it's you, your business, or just being visible. It's also a great time for advertisement within the third month. If you've been thinking about advertising, it's a great time. But yeah, that was very straightforward. Let me see if there's anything else that needs to come through. We have the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Like I said, it's a labor of love. You're going to feel really great doing your job, whatever it is. Whatever this business is, you're going to feel great doing it. And I think that's kind of the point. When you feel good, good stuff comes in, whether it's more opportunities, more money, more clients, etc. So I see a lot of positivity in your business, and it will grow in a very natural way. And I do feel like you're going to step more into your position as the owner of this business. Like you're going to take a lot of pride in that as well, especially with this Queen of Wands. I love it. You may have a client, like clients could be either like this Queen of Wands person that like they're happy to spend a lot of money on great things that you provide, or this Knight of Cups, people who are very passionate and truly, truly love what you do or are devoted to what you do. So regardless, I do see a lot of good things here. The only downside, because we have the Hermit reversed, is that you may not have enough time for yourself. So make sure you're making time to take care of you and your personal life here. But I do see your business being something very positive within the next 3 months. So I hope that helped, Heather. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, sorry for that noise. That's my water. Remember, stay hydrated. It's getting warm where I live, and I'm drinking so much water. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I've noticed where I have moved to, it's so dry compared to where I used to live. I used to live near a lake, so the moisture would come in and I wouldn't be as thirsty. I would still be warm and hot, but like here it's like a desert, and it's only 20 minutes from where I used to live, which is interesting. Oh, thank you, Sweet Blue. Thank you. Oh, sweet blueberries. That's funny. I almost bought blueberries. I went with blackberries because they're sweeter. Or I like them more. I don't know. I like blackberries more than blueberries. But all berries are good. All right. So if you're just tuning in, we've already closed questions. I'm going down the list of people who have already asked. We cut them off at like about 30 minutes. If you would like a personalized reading, though, you can look in the description below or up in the dots and see my rates. I do have my rates for my 15, 30, and hour readings, and my contact information and my PayPal as well. I know for sure you're gonna be the last one, Celeste. So if you wanna come back, I do leave this reading up once I finish streaming. I leave it up so you're able to come back once it's posted up on the website. up on YouTube, of course. Give me about, well, if I stop to talk every few minutes, I might get done a little bit sooner. But I know for sure you'll be the last one. However, if you want to bookmark this to come back to it later, you can. I will leave it up here, or I will send you the information as well. So it will be recorded and it will be saved to my YouTube. You're welcome. All right, next question is it Squishfish? Yeah, Squishfish, if you're still here. SB and you had one fun night. Texting stopped. Why hasn't she reached out? Okay, so why the... I hesitate to call it a ghosting. I don't think it's a ghosting, but let's see what the... Oh, yeah, there you are. Alright, so let's see. Fun night, 10 of Pentacles. Something has been established for sure. Why has the texting stopped? Oh, anxiety. The good news is that she's aware that she's not being fair to you about something. Excuse me, lots of burping. I think that's a lot of truths coming through. I don't mean to be gross, but the body is like that. Okay, so yes, she does like you. There's something about, if it's not anxiety, it's like needing to recover from being social or being... Some people need time to recover from people's energies, which I always thought was interesting. Especially like empaths who don't know how to handle their empathy, you know, their ability to absorb everybody's energies. Yeah, because we have the High Priestess. She's very empathic. It's probably part of the reason you like her. So she's just recovering from... I don't know how long ago this night out was, but it's like recovering from you, not because you did anything bad, but recovering from you as like an experience. It's like, I saw, like in her mind, this is what she's thinking. I saw Squishfish, you know, 2 weeks ago, and I'm still reeling over it. I need you to understand this isn't a bad thing, because the Empress lets me know that you will see each other again, you will talk again. I want to see specifically why she felt the need to not reach out, or why she stopped reaching out. We have Judgment. Yeah. She's doing this on purpose. Again, because she's recovering. We have the Swords, 10 of Swords reversed, which is a good thing. 10 of Swords reversed. So it's like hitting... I'm trying to figure out the best way to describe this. You know when you go to work out for the first time, and it's been either the first time in a long time or your first time ever, and you go in thinking, oh, this is not bad. Oh, okay, it's intense. Oh, okay, I'm tired. And you think, I'm going to recover great the next day. And you don't, because your body did not get used to it. Like, your body's not used to it. So you might be knocked out for like 3 days. But then you're back at it. That's kind of how she's handling your energy. Because like I said, she's very empathic. You are too. It's why you get along. But maybe you're empathic, but you don't get that same feeling because you're used to absorbing and releasing people's energy. Absorbing, processing, and releasing people's energy. She's not. She's empathic, but she just absorbs, and just keeps it here. And then it's like, oh, should I release it? And then she releases it. I say this because I've been both. I say this because I have friends who are the same way. And I've been that friend before where I'm like, oh, I can't see you right now. I just dealt with you. Again, this is not a bad thing. This is just her not being used to such an intense or high vibrational energy. Yeah, exactly. When she doesn't go out much, she's probably not used to that. And I have so much sympathy for people who are like this, because I used to have bad social anxiety too, but at the same time, the other half of me is like, just do the thing, just talk to people, you know, but I can't say that because it's not easy. Like, when you're not used to it, it's not easy. Just again, going back to the gym analogy, there are people who go to the gym every day, all day, every day, doesn't bother them, it's normal to them. There are people who go to the gym once a week, and they have to recover the next day. Then they're back again next week and they have to recover. Like, it all depends. Yeah, like I said, Empress, it's a good thing. So she will talk to you eventually. You may have to be the one who reaches out and be like, hey, had fun last time. I was wondering how you're doing. If you've already asked that, just give her time. Yeah, there it is. She'll come out of rest soon. She'll come out of processing your energy soon. Yeah, and there will be communication, the Knight of Swords. She could also be busy with other stuff like just her daily life, and of course, doing all of that plus recovering from energy could be important. But yeah, you may have to be the one who initiates contact. But something has been established here. I do feel like you will talk and see each other again. Just again, give her time to think, time to process whatever it is. But that's kind of what I'm seeing. That's how she is handling that situation. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, Squish Fish. It's funny, I had a similar thing with a friend that I hung out. Not the first time, it was like the second time, but there was a different vibe to that hangout. Like there was a whole different thing. And luckily, this friend is honest enough to be like, yeah, I had anxiety after hanging out with you. It's not because of you, though. It's because I don't open up to people. And I'm like, well, that's what it is. When you're not used to opening up to people on a personal or more vulnerable level, your body starts to freak out. It's like, wait, what are we doing? We're not supposed to talk about this, you know, especially if you come from backgrounds or families where that wasn't allowed or that wasn't encouraged. So I naturally brought that out in them. It's part of the reason why we're, you know, good friends. But they were freaking out, and I had to try really hard not to take it personally. And I didn't. You know, the empath in me, the psychic in me is like, you know what? They're healing. They're still healing. They're dealing with stuff. It's kind of like that. So there's something to be said about having patience for that kind of energy. But yeah, that's okay. Thank you, Squish Fish. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, this is Adriana. Adriana Nam 23. Adriana Nam, what is coming next in love for you? So what's coming next in love? It says what's coming in love for me, but I'm assuming next or what's happening next romantically. Michelle, why are you making those eyes? But yeah, what's happening next for you? I don't like when Michelle gets psychic with me because she's annoying about it. She's not to make myself out to be better or anything. We're psychic in different ways. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because she knows a little bit about what happened. And if Vanessa told you anything, you gotta stop listening to her. She probably did, didn't she? Vanessa's our other sister. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, if anyone has seen the movie Hoppers, it's a fun movie. Okay, so Adriana Nam, what's next in love for you? We have the Four of Wands, happy times. This is like going out, having fun, being social. Mostly a going out card. Anytime there's wands involved, there's a going out. You have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Three of Cups. Interesting. There's a little bit of everything here. Hi, Chrissy. Okay, so what's coming up next for you, Adriana Nam, is you're going to be going out a lot, but at the same time, it's like you're not exactly finding what you want, because we have the Five of Pentacles here. It's like you're going out to, I don't know, clubs, bars, or places that you like to frequent, and you see your options, but you're not exactly happy with your options. And the Queen of Swords reversed is coming through, which is kind of a warning to not lower your defenses, don't lower your standards, don't lower anything. Just keep looking. Just keep looking. That said, you're going to have a lot of fun with friends, with flirting. So, for example, if you go out to a bar or if you go out anywhere, go ahead and have those conversations. Go ahead and be flirty. Go ahead and accept the drinks or whatever, you know, have fun. And the more fun you have, the better things look up for you. But I do see your options being a little non-existent, or if you do have options, you're just not, again, you're not happy with them, or you just don't seem to be happy. Hi, Sailor. Hello. Oh, thank you. Michelle has the queue up here. Wow, I do have a lot. Jeez. Okay. Tower reversed. Okay, so the good news, Adriana, is that without trying, you're going to secure something really good. This could be either like a person you're capable of dating that like is going to pull all the stops for you, like someone who wants to pay for you, take you out, make the plans. Or this could just be that you, once you stop looking, things come towards you. But you have to release the idea that you're going to find someone, and you have to release the idea that you're not in the place that you're meant to be. whether it's physically, mentally, because I feel like you kind of limit yourself mentally about what's out there. And because you limit yourself mentally, it prevents things from coming in. Yeah, Seven of Wands reversed. There's a little stubbornness here. I feel like it's really your mentality. So if you go out every night just wanting to have fun and look good, I feel like you're more likely to attract something better than going out and saying, oh, I'm not going to find anything here. I'm not going to find anyone here. What is this? Because you never know what the universe has in store for you. You never know when the universe is going to force somebody to get lost and run into you. Like, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, because there's the lovers. There is the lovers. So when you stop being so defensive about either your type, what you're looking for, you're going to find something good. The best way I can explain this is because um, I have friends who have types, and I don't believe in having types because that limits the people that you allow into your life to date and to do all kinds of things with, like date, get to know, etc. And there's people it's like, oh well, I don't like them, and I'm like, why? It's because they're too tall, and I'm like, that's it? Are they nice? I said too tall, that's me. But some people are like, oh, they're not tall enough, they're too short, or whatever. Whatever. I'm using height as an example because it's silly. And I'm like, that's it? Are they kind? Are they nice? Do they treat you well? Is the chemistry there? Like, if everything else is there and all that is missing is the one thing, I don't think it should prevent you from taking a chance on somebody, you know? Another example is like, I used to think guys didn't like Latinas, and now that's kind of like the opposite. We're kind of like a thing now, or at least I see it more and more on social media. And of course, through the guys I date, which are they're rarely Latino guys. It's always been other ethnicities and other backgrounds, which is interesting. So yeah, I feel like you're gonna release either your type or the idea that you can't find the kind of person that you want where you are, and something new, good, and fun is about to come in. So I hope that helped, Adriana. Hello, hello everybody. Oh, thank you, Squishfist. Thank you for tuning in. All right, next question is Matthew. How can you best connect with spirit? I'm not going to say your last name, Matthew, but it's hilarious. I love it. Okay, how can you best connect with spirit? Okay, how can Matthew get in touch with spirit? I feel like you feel that spirit let you down at some point, or that at your lowest spirit wasn't there. So there's a subconscious feeling here that spirit isn't for you, and that you can only access spirit through other people, whether it's religious leaders or, you know, a YouTube reader or something. So I'm getting that right away. Yeah, the devil. This doesn't have to be the literal devil. It's more like negative thinking, the downward spiral of negative thinking. It's like as soon as you try to tap into spirit, you're like, oh, well, I'm just making this up. This isn't true. This isn't real. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like, and I used to be this way too, especially with my tarot. When I first started doing tarot, I would get cards to ask a question regarding something. They would all be negative, and it would always be negative. And I'm like, well, you know what? Tarot cards aren't real. You know, I would just tell myself, this isn't true. This isn't real. It's your distrust in the universe, however small or subconscious it might be, that is preventing you from really tapping in. I see this a lot. Especially, it's odd. I see this a lot in religious people who claim to be very devout to something, but at the end, they actually just don't truly believe it. They just feel that if they keep saying that they are, that it will eventually happen, but they're not truly believing it. You know, it's one thing to say that you believe in something. It's another to truly believe in it. So we have the devil here, which is negative self-talk. We have the Two of Wands, the Tower reversed. There's going to be some sort of thing that happens. Something unexpected is going to happen. It's going to make you either need to contact spirit. Like maybe this is like when something bad happens that you feel the need to pray. Or I hesitate to say meditate because it does feel like praying. Especially if you grew up doing that, you know, I did, and there have been times where I just like go back to square one. It's like, okay, let me just pray to my angels, you know, things like that. So I do see that happening. Yeah, because there's the Three of Swords reversed again. Because something happened in your life to make you not believe in something outside. It's like, this is the feeling that, well, if all this bad stuff is happening, then there can't be a higher a higher spirit, a higher purpose, you know, stuff like that. There can't be a God, angels, etc., whatever you believe in. So I feel like you have to go back to square one and ask yourself why you don't believe, and to make, I mean, I'm not going to ask you to make peace with something if you're not ready for it, but there has to be peace with yourself that sometimes things happen in weird ways. Yeah, Four of Cups reversed, because you're very much stuck in a mentality that there really isn't, you know, spirit. And if this doesn't sound like you right now, understand it's like a very, very subconscious part of you. And I would understand if you're going through this right now, because there's a lot of ugly stuff happening in the world right now. It's easy to lose faith, very easy, you know. But I feel like you have to just trust that there's something good out there, even if it's just your own belief in yourself and in the belief of good people, you know. Yeah, you might get messages in your sleep and your dreams as well, and you may disregard them. Maybe you get a lot of spirit contact in your sleep and dreams and you forget as soon as you wake up, which is actually very common. So I'm going to leave that here for now, Matthew. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this helps. Hopefully I'll get to do something like that soon, like a general reading about, you know, getting in touch with spirit. So something like that, because I feel like it's deeper than just, I just scratched the surface of that, but that's what I'm picking up on. Thank you. Okay, so BMC, if you're here, let me know. I'm about to do your question. Let me get some water. Okay, so BMC R6U, you and your family are not as close as you used to be. What can you do? So what can you do to bridge the gap between you and your family? You're not as close as you used to be. Okay, so I'm going to get a card for your mother, father, and siblings or anybody else involved, whoever else. So your mom, we have the 8 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles reversed. She's very greedy. If not greedy, she hoards her energy or her money, or some, she keeps things to herself. This almost feels like playing favorites. I've seen people like this before. So even if she makes a lot of money, or even if she does a lot for the family, she may decide to play favorites. If it's not obvious to you, it might be more in her mind. Like she decides to favorite certain people, which is interesting. Your father is the Hanged Man, and he doesn't know what to believe, or it's hard for him to release a certain mindset. And then siblings. There's something about your mother not only being, I feel like a selfishness or a greed with her time and energy, but she expects her kids to give a lot to her. And your father's just kind of in the middle, like, you know, I don't know if he's in the picture or not. Because the Hangman reverse is kind of like just the mind is elsewhere, or maybe he's just not very present. Excuse me, or active in the family. God, it's the truth. So even if he is there, he might be emotionally unavailable. You know, it's giving that. He might sit at the TV all day and just drink or watch, or, you know, just escaping. Hello, Celine Jones. Okay, so I've closed the free reading for now because I'm going down my list of questions. But if you would like a personalized reading, you can either go up here to the dots or the description below where I have my email and my my PayPal and Cashapp. It also provides all the options that I have. So back to BMC R6U. You are the King of Wands here, meaning that you're much more powerful than you realize within your family dynamics. And I think that's part of the reason you can't really get along with them, specifically this mother figure who is very, again, they hoard a lot. They do a lot and they keep it to themselves, or they expect everybody to keep giving to them. It's just, I don't think you can, vibrationally, I just feel like you're at a different level than they are. We have Judgment. We have the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. I think if you were to shake this up, if you were to try and be completely part of your family again, it wouldn't work because it would just end up hurting you for the mere fact that you're very in control of yourself. Your mother cannot control you and your father will not listen to you. So, like, what's the point of trying to make it work? Yes, love them from afar. Yes, show up for the important things and even communicate every now and then. But I feel like you have to keep your family relationship very surface level because anything deeper than that, like trying to intervene with like the family dynamic, could actually, it will bring you down and you're not meant to be brought down. It sucks because I know there's a lot of love for family here and that's understandable, you know? I think everybody wants to have a great relationship with their family. However, you're meant for higher and better things. You came up from the lower vibrational uh what's the word? The lower vibrational system that your family has in place to be something very you and very independent, very in control of yourself. You can actually go further than if you were to stay with them or if you were to be completely immersed in them. That's not to say you can't have a relationship with them, but just understand that trying to change them isn't going to work. So there's no point in trying to push a boulder up a hill. Instead, just go up the hill, say hi, be as, you know, loving and kind to them as you can, and then move on your merry way. So I feel like the best course of action is to practice detachment until they're ready to change or open up to you, if that makes any sense. BMC. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Thank you. All right. Sorry, I keep touching my my chest like this because this is where one of the chakras is. I think it's called a high heart. It's where empathy is. Or at least that's what I was told. All right, so next question. Next is Enjoy 66. So will your boyfriend call you today? Or ex-boyfriend, I guess. We broke up 3 weeks ago. Okay, so for Enjoy 66, will her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend contact her? You broke up 3 weeks ago. You're the one who, I'm assuming you're the one who broke up. Enjoy 66, if you're here, let me know. Yeah, they're coming back around because I think you broke up literally right before we went into Mercury retrograde. So there are certain things that have not been... Oh, King of Cups. He still has feelings. And there's certain things that you've committed to together that you have to sort out. I'm not sure what those may be. Maybe you made plans together, or maybe you, for example, if you used to live together, there are certain bills and things that you have to take care of. Oh, and Queen of Cups. The King and Queen of Cups is here. Okay, so there is going to be a reunion. The fact that you called him your boyfriend and not ex-boyfriend lets me know that this is going to be a thing. Because like I said, Mercury retrograde could be in the way of this. And the Hierophant reverse. The only thing is I have to make it clear that you have to let go of grudges. You have to let go of your old arguments, your old grudges. If you're capable of doing that, I think things will work. You also have to understand you're not meant to have a traditional quote quote relationship, whatever that may mean to you or your person. So if you're able to overlook that, I do feel like you will come back together because there is mutual love between the both of you. Not only that, but I want to see the reason for breaking up. So if there was like the idea of marriage, you may have to let that go at least for the time being because tradition will not work with you. Tradition is not something that is meant to suit you or your person. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Not only that, but I feel like you or your person or the both of you could have been in a very negative space. Like you were not in a good space when you separated, hence why you separated. Yeah, it's like you were both miserable, you were both tired of something, so it's almost like you thought moving away from each other would fix everything, and it didn't. Because you two were not the reason your relationship didn't work out. It was everything else around you. I want to see what else. But yeah, you will come back together. I just feel like you need a time apart to understand what it meant. Yeah, Four of Cups. But he's been thinking about you a lot. The Hermit is good for self-reflection. And I feel like you're going to come back together. But again, understand. You have to let go of old grudges. You have to let go of the old... whatever you were arguing about, you have to let go of that. And 3, you're not meant to have a traditional relationship. So if you thought you were gonna, get married, have kids, etc., it might be different from that. It might be way different from either cultural expectations or societal expectations. Things are just meant to be different for you, and there's a good reason for that. But if the love is stronger than anything, what does it matter how society views your relationship? So I am getting that. Yeah, if you expect him to commit, I don't think it's going to happen. Um, not yet, anyway, not yet. There is commitment here. It's just not going to be in the way that you think it is. We also have the Tower. Yeah, I feel like you just made a rash decision, or maybe he did, or you both did. But you're going to come back together. You're going to come back together. And this is a good thing, because like I said, you broke up literally, you said 3 weeks ago. That was like the start of Mercury retrograde. Anything that happens around Mercury retrograde, I would take with a grain of salt, especially the beginning or in the middle of it. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Enjoy 66. All right, so next question is Angelica's. Angelica's, you are asking, is it in your best interest to move out of town? Would it be in your best interest to move out of town? Is this just you or your family as well? We have justice. Oh, laws are changing. So yeah, it is in your best interest to move out of town. Something about the laws where you live right now are going to be really dumb, really stupid, or whatever. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's like the biggest reason why you're moving out, but we have the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups. You're due to be somewhere where you feel more either welcome, accepted, happy. I feel like with your family, yeah. I feel like you need to be somewhere that is more nurturing to your kids as well, or to your family, to the people around you. Because the Cups here is like, Cups is water energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and they're all big on family. So you need somewhere where your family can thrive. Where you are right now, I don't think is the best in the long term, especially with justice here. Justice can also be like the school systems could be getting awful, or the government system could be getting, worse. Whatever the case is, take that as it resonates. But I do feel like it's no longer the welcome place that you thought it would be. Yeah, Nine of Swords reversed. Not only that, but even if you were to stay, you would be worried so much that it wouldn't be worth staying, Like staying in a place like that would age you just because of the worries. Sometimes I see this in like, shady neighborhoods. Like if you're up all night wondering, oh, is something bad gonna happen? Your peace of mind is worth everything. So it would be worth it to spend a little more to live somewhere nicer, or to just up and move somewhere. Yeah, especially if funding towards things like that is getting decreased, which I don't know where you live, but I know where I live, that wouldn't surprise me if that happened, stuff like that. Let me not talk too much about it either, because I don't know what can be blocked or not blocked. But yeah, wherever you live, Nine of Pentacles reversed. Not only that, but you would thrive more if you were to move elsewhere. Like you would actually make more if you moved elsewhere. So if you're worried about the money, start looking for jobs in places where you can actually make more so you can afford more. Yeah, if the neighborhood's getting shady, that's what I'm getting. I know this card all too well. I grew up in shady neighborhoods. People don't think it, but I did. And I remember my grandmother, and sometimes my parents and aunts, being worried. It's like, oh, what's happening outside? Stuff like that. So things like that. Save yourself a peace of mind and you'll get into something better. I heard scholarship, whatever that may mean. I don't know if your son qualifies for scholarships, which is interesting. And Four of Wands reversed. You're also going to see all your neighbors move out one by one as well. Ask where they're going, or maybe see like what other options there are, because I see your neighborhood kind of like they're not going to be there anymore. There's going to be new people there. Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah, depending what that apartment brings will depend on a lot. It's funny because I live in an apartment complex right now. I've noticed the people here are very different. Everyone's got a ton of kids, and I'm like, wow. As opposed to the apartments that I was used to back in college, which are all 20-somethings, but it's different communities as well. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. But like I said, yeah, your neighbors, this Four of Wands reverse, it makes me think of noisy neighbors. And in your case, more than noisy. And then, yeah, the Five of Wands. You're gonna want to get out of there. You're gonna want to get out of there because the Five of Wands in this situation is like gangs and stuff, if there aren't already there. Three of Wands. Yeah, make it a point to move yourself out. It's time. It's time. And don't worry so much. More like strive to go places. Just even if it's like a place that's slightly better than there. And then from there go on to another one. It's kind of like that. Like I'm seeing, for example, if you live in an apartment and the lease is up, then it might be time to, excuse me, find another apartment in a different place and then to move on to another place. It could also be a great time to start decluttering because let me tell you, I just moved and I thought I didn't have a lot of stuff and I guess I do. And I'm like, I'm gonna get rid of half of this stuff that I didn't even know I had and I don't really need. Not only that, but I'm hoping to be more nomadic in my future. I want to see the world, not just vacation, but like travel. You know, it's funny. I thought about it too because my family does. I do have family there, and I have like family homes there, like places I could stay and live. But depending on where you're going, actually, let's ask that. Would it be better or worse? Interesting. I'm getting it would actually be, depending on where you go, you would have to keep very quiet about where you're from. Like you would have to be very quiet. Like you would, it's not like a whole new identity. It's more like, because I have the Seven of Swords reversed. So you would have to be very hush hush about your background or where you're from, which is interesting. I don't think it's the right, oddly enough, I wish it was. I don't think it's going to be the same. I guess depending on where you move to. Where you're thinking of right now is not going to be the place where you want to move to. It could end up being very similar, especially if it's like on the border. Yeah, depending on where it is. They're happy depending on where they go. Because let me tell you, Mexico, just like the US, is very different depending on like which town, neighborhood, state. Some places are great, others aren't, you know? Where my family lives, it's a little in between. It's a little in between, depending. Sorry for the noise, it's my neighbors. I don't know why they, it sounds like they're bowling, and I'm like, there's no way they can just be throwing themselves on the floor all day. But this is what I have for you, Angelicas. I hope this helps. Yeah, like I said, it depends which part. I know the Efe, Mexico City is really great. Problem is that it's getting really expensive. And there's a lot of expats to the point where like you don't even feel like you're in Mexico anymore, which I think is ridiculous. But yeah, I would look into what's available. Morelos. I don't know if I've been there. My family's from Morelia though, which is funny. Thank you. Yeah, I hope it works out, Angelicas. All right. So next question. Okay, Eagle Money. General for the week. I feel like you always ask that question. What's your general week, upcoming week? So from this Thursday to next Thursday, what's coming up for you, Eagle? We have the Queen of Cups. Some vulnerability is coming up, either from you or somebody else. Oh, there you are. We have the Fool reversed, but this is nothing new or nothing unexpected. I feel like you were feeling some sort of like really deep conversation or a really deep dive into your subconscious or emotional well-being was up for it. Was up for a it's been time, especially as we head at the closing of Pisces and the beginning of Aries. I feel like this is going to be a very profound time. We have the Nine of Cups. The good news is that you're going to be feeling great after this. This is like doing a deep dive into the subconscious. I wonder if somebody else is going to be involved. You know, like when you have a really deep conversation with a friend and once you're done talking, it's like you find out so much about yourself and your friend finds out so much about themselves and you both feel really good. And of course, there's that rapport between the both of you. This is how it feels. It could be with yourself or with somebody else, depending on what you feel more comfortable with. It could even be with spirit. If you're more spiritual, we have the Ten of Cups reversed. This is asking yourself why certain things didn't work out or why certain things are the way they are. This goes back to family. It's like, well, I grew up this way. Is that why I'm this way? Or I didn't grow up this way, so why am I this way? You know, I'm getting that because I'm literally seeing a few conversations I've had with people where like their family upbringing gets brought up a lot, you know, because my parents have never been divorced, but everybody else I know, their parents have been divorced, and hearing them talk about how that changes and affects them in terms of relationships has always been very interesting, you know, because me, I don't have that. However, I still have similar problems as they do, you know, so it's kind of interesting how you think something is the reason as to why you are this way, but then you find out you're not. But yeah, you're doing a deep soul dive. Then we have the Strength reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Also understanding you're trying to, your sense of grounding is going to be very different from what everybody else finds grounding. So let's say people find grounding in knowing that somebody is going to be loyal. You might find it more grounding and more comfortable to know that somebody is willing to go with the flow, or just, you know, be more spontaneous. I guess you're finding out that your sense of comfort might be different from everybody else's. And this doesn't make you weird, or it doesn't make you, you know, broken or anything. It just means that you're different. We're all built differently. Yeah, Page of Swords reversed. You might have a hard time communicating this, and the Chariot. But this is meant to push you through to a more authentic version of yourself, or a more authentic version of the kind of people you may want in your life, or even the relationships you may want in your life. So yeah, a deep dive into your, this feels like your relationships, not just romantic, but also with friends and family, you know. Why did certain things work out the way that they did, is what you're asking yourself this week. So very introspective, very subconscious type stuff for you, Eagle Money. So I hope that helps. Oh, you're welcome. All right, so the next question is, oh, Bursa, what does your love life look like? I think I need to do a love life reading. I feel like I already did, but those usually go really well, like what's next in love or something. Okay, so Bursa, what's next in your love life? For Bursa, 7 of Wands. Ooh, King of Pentacles. You're resisting somebody's charms or advances. Excuse me. Oh, Capricorn in mind. Yeah, that's cute. Oh, thank you so much, Bursa. Okay, yeah, this is your Capricorn. King of Pentacles, because that's Earth energy. So Four of Cups. Can I get information on the Capricorn? 6 of Pentacles. He's very, very giving, very generous. That's a good thing, because not all Capricorns are this way. There's plenty of stingy Capricorns out there. Vanessa. That's my sister, sorry. She's not stingy. I don't know why I called her that, but she can be. You have the Ace of Swords. Oh, this is good. Okay, so you're kind of on the fence about whether you're resisting their charms, advances, or their plans. And I feel like you're stuck in a mindset of like, is this person gonna hurt me? Are they gonna love me and leave me? Is this love bombing? Are they gonna lose interest? But I see this person, one, being very generous with you, being very kind. Ace of Swords lets me know that he is he's going to take a new approach of pursuing you, or he may do new things with you that he hasn't done with other people before. The Nine of Wands lets me know that he is also kind of defensive about it. Like, he may not know whether this is a good idea or not, but I think he wants to try anyway. Page of Wands, because like I mentioned, he's never done this with anybody before. So you're a new type of love interest in his life. And likewise, the uncertainty you feel towards him could be a reflection of the uncertainty he has towards his way of moving within this connection. So yeah, you're a little empathic here when it comes to him. If you have Capricorn on the outer planets, like for example, my generation, we have it in Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, then that would explain a lot. Like, you pick up very empathically on Capricorns in general. Like, you're very psychic with them. I know I am. It freaks them out. I think it's cool. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit of that. Or vice versa. He could be that way with you. You have Virgo placements. That would explain a lot. We have the 6 of Swords reversed. If he's shown signs that he wanted to move away from this, he's going to come back. I want to know why. But yeah, I see a lot of new energy regarding him. He feels like he didn't make the right choice. He's thinking more logically now. Sometimes, I don't know if he's got like air placements, specifically like Aquarius, especially if it's on the Capricorn Aquarius cusp. Sometimes they try to be overly logical about why not to pursue love, but love isn't 100% logical. It can't be. You know, there's a little bit of heart, there's a little bit of passion in there. It's got to be a little bit of everything in order for it to succeed. He was being far too logical and it's like he made the decision in his mind way too early. Whether you're aware of this or not, he might communicate this, he might not. I have a feeling he will. I feel like his communication is going to get better. But it's almost like at first he was like, oh, no, no, wait, it can't work out because of this. But he was being way too quick to judge. Quick to judge. I'm not saying that his judgment is awful. It's more like when it comes to matters of the heart, he might be overly protective. But like I said, he's being very generous and he's opening up to you. We have the King of Wands reversed. He's not very confident though, and I don't think he wants you to know that. If you are aware of this, don't point it out, but he might hide the fact that he's not very confident. So be gentle with that. If you ever see him feel like if he falters a little bit, it's not you, it's just he doesn't feel comfortable. Not comfortable. Well, yeah, he doesn't feel confident or comfortable enough to be confident. We also have the Emperor, but this is good news because I feel like he's going to try really hard for you. And we have the Three of Pentacles. The only thing I'm concerned with is that there are no Cups cards here on his part. Because I feel like he doesn't try to tap into his emotions too much. Or he may not reveal his emotions too much. But understand that he does. He's just not very confident in relationships. For whatever reason. But he doesn't want this to end. Because if you were to try and separate or end it, I feel like he would keep trying. Capricorn, I love for their resilience. When they want something, they go after it and they obtain it. Even, especially the underdogs. Like, the more underdog of a story they have, the more they want to go after it. Love that Capricorn energy. Absolutely love it. I respect it 110%. Yeah, I keep trying to, like, find romantic cards here. But so far, it's been the Lovers reverse, letting me know that it's going to be a relationship that takes some time to get off the ground. So that's what I have so far. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like this person is going to be involved in your life, but how they're going to be involved is going to be, yeah. Magician and Page of Cups. He's not used to being Mr. Romantic. Or if he is used to being Mr. Romantic, then he's just not used to this kind of relationship. I don't know what's different about you from other people he's dated, or if you could be like his first relationship or something like that. Yeah, he's going to be quiet about his feelings towards you, but he might be more of a shower than a talker when it comes to his relation to his emotions, you know. You're going to feel it. I feel like you'll feel it, or it will be apparent in how he treats you. And the Star. So yeah, don't lose hope. But I hope that helped, Versa. Yeah, it's gonna take some work. It's gonna take some time for this to get off the ground, but that's how healthy relationships start, right? You take it one day at a time. You don't go rushing into it, you know, guns a-blazing and love bombing and stuff. Capricorns don't work that way anyway, so I hope that helps. And if they are working in that way, beware. If a Capricorn is ever love bombing you, it's not for good reasons. Alright, so you're welcome, Versa, and thank you so much. Okay. Next question. Let's see. Did I go out of order? I'm sorry. I already answered Enjoy's question about your boyfriend. Alright. BMC, I already answered one question for you about the family, so I'm not going to answer the one about Richard. Let's see, next question. Ooh, who is the next person? Okay, Kevin. I think next one is Kevin. Is Pisces lady thinking of you? Will she reach out? Okay, so Kevin for the Pisces lady. Oh, Pisces ladies. I love Pisces women. They're so much fun. They're all like sisters to me because I have one in Pisces. So It's rare that I find a Pisces girl that I don't like. And if I don't, it's usually for good reason. But I love Pisces girls. Next one is gentle. Hey there, already. I thought it was on Kevin. Okay, but let's ask about the Pisces lady. Yeah, because Gentle's question was about A and B. Everybody thinks I'm a Pisces, Michelle. Like, people either guess Scorpio or Pisces for me. They rarely think Taurus. Rarely. All right, so will Pisces lady reach out? She will. She's gonna be in a not in a great state of mind. She might be like, she might be having some issues, some trauma, justice. Maybe the legal system is involved somehow, or maybe she's seeking justice, or she feels like something isn't fair. If she does, she might just be calling you to complain. We have the Lovers reversed. I don't know if this is about your relationship with her or her relationship with with somebody else, or a friendship or something. But something didn't go right with somebody else, and she may complain to you about it. That said, take that as it resonates. I don't feel like you have to answer that call or answer those texts, but that's what I'm seeing, because we have the Chariot and the Queen of Wands. She may come to you for an ego boost, so that is kind of a warning. Or another way of seeing this would be like, she might ask you to hang out just so like she can think about something else. Queen of Cups. That said, if you're okay with this, if you're okay with her, like, with being her playing therapist to her, being her little therapist, I feel like it'll be fine. Just be careful that she's not like unloading too much of her baggage onto you. I don't feel like that's fair. If you're thinking whether it's going to lead to anything more, right now it's a no, or if it does, it wouldn't start on the healthiest terms. That's the best way I can put it. So yeah, she will, but she might be in a weird emotional space where she feels the need to vent or complain. Yeah, if she reaches out, it's not going to be anything romantic or about anything about between the both of you. It's just venting, which I don't know if that's what you want to hear or not. But yeah, like I said, if you want to be there for her, that's great, but don't expect anything else from that, Kevin. I hope that helped. All right, so next is Manur Navid. Your ex-Ma's intentions towards you. Manur and Maz. Your ex. He's back from the abyss. Alright, your ex. Their intention towards you. Ooh, Tower and Knight of Pentacles. He's here to remind you of something. Yeah, he's come back from the abyss with some unfinished business. Pentacles tends to be like long-term contracts, long-term things, whether it's a spirit contract or maybe if you both bought something or if you both were invested in something, he could be coming back around for that. Why is he coming back around? Ooh. He thinks you have money or that you owe him something. And you really don't, which is weird. I don't know if he's just trying to bother you or like trying to like get a rise out of you, like get to rile you up, get something from you. Because Strength reverse lets me know he's not really over you, but it's not been healthy. Like he's not over what you used to give him, whether it's your time, energy, money, etc. And Five of Cups is kind of like he wants to bring you down to his emotionally crappy level because he's used to you and because he knows how to get to you. I don't like this energy at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. From the exes that I've had, I understand this energy very well and I don't like it. Hanged Man. The reason this was meant to be brought up right now is to kind of the universe proving to you why it couldn't work out and why it wasn't meant to be, because he's literally just trying to drag you back down to his level for whatever reason. Maybe there are things that you owe him or something like that, and maybe you can work that out, but the way he's handling it, it's not the best. We have the Moon reversed. Oh, okay. The Hermit came out, but then the Knight of Cups reversed popped in here as well. He could be jealous, or he could hear that maybe you moved on, or maybe he feels he no longer has a hold of you. He's literally playing on your feelings because he doesn't feel in control of something. I don't like that at all. Best course of action for this is to let it go. You might have to block him if you can. Yeah, because it's over. Because you don't want to have to suffer with him anymore. Like, he has nothing to offer you, and I think he's aware of that. You want nothing to do with him. I think you're aware of that, or this whole scenario will prove that to you. And we have the world, which is the ending card. Yeah, it's time to let bygones be bygones, endings be endings. Leave nothing open. So this is why it's like he's wanting to just poke at your energy. It's like, hey, do you still love me? No. No, and even if you did, you wouldn't want somebody who acts that way to come back around anyway. So sorry, I had to be very to the point. Mahu, sorry, how do you pronounce your name? Manu, I had to be very to the point because your person, they're not in a great state of mind, and they're coming to you because they think that you're gonna have empathy for them. And it's like, no, not anymore. So that's what I'm seeing. Oh, and thank you. All right, next person. Oh, you have a lot of Scorpio in you, Manor. No wonder. Scorpio stellium, jeez. Okay, Pearl Blue. Hi, Pearl Blue. If you're here, you can. Oh, there you are. Okay. Advice for you this month. Advice for the month for Pearl Blue. Thank goodness we're almost at the end because your girl is thirsty. Like I said, living where I live right now, there is like no water. It's like a desert. All right, so Pearl Blue for the next month. We have the 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, lots of work, lots of stuff to do. We have the Hierophant reversed. So when it comes to, you're going to have to start working in very either unorthodox or new ways. If you're trying to do something the traditional way, it's not going to work. That method no longer works. You have to, you're doing things differently. This kind of reminds me of like when companies start implementing new technology into their companies and everyone's having to get used to it, and it's going to come with, you know, hiccups and getting used to. That's what I'm seeing for the month of, for this next month for you. I was going to say the month of April, but from now till April, this time next month. And I'm seeing a lot of glitching. This could be Mercury retrograde. That could be slowing you down. I don't know if you have anything specifically in Pisces. I feel like that could be affecting it. You have the Ace of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and the Strength reversed. So the good news is that you're going to start making a lot of much healthier relationships, whether it's with yourself, with other people, or just like the things around you. You're going to be putting heart into everything. Not only that, but your values are going to realign with the person you want to be, because for a long time you haven't really been living the life you wanted here with the Strength reversed. This is like the Strength upright is overcoming our insecurities, overcoming our weaknesses, our flaws. Reversed, it's kind of like you haven't been giving back to yourself. Your biggest flaw is that you haven't been giving back to yourself enough, or you haven't been pouring into your own cup. Also, something about reciprocation, like giving back to the people who give back to you and vice versa, you know, pouring into the people who are going to reciprocate whatever it is. Like, I feel like you have to focus on giving back to yourself. And the Hanged Man. Yeah, I see a lot of values changing for you this next month, especially when it comes to work, especially when it comes to anything that has been burdening you or whatever takes up a lot of your energy. There is something going on within the next month that is very draining. Make sure you're taking a rest, because I keep tapping into this 10 of Wands and 9 of Wands energy, and it's just like, it's draining me dry. Make sure you're giving back to yourself. In fact, I was talking about being thirsty. That's how it feels like. You're walking through the desert and you have no water. Make it a point to look for the water. Otherwise, how can you keep going on in the desert? Yeah, lots of socialization, especially if you get very drained easily by social things. Make sure you're pouring back into your own energy, because people can be draining. I think some people more than others. So yeah, or make it a point to hang around people that you know don't drain your energy, you know? yeah, hang around other empaths who do nothing but like pour energy into each other. It's like you bring the energy down to yourself and then you give to everybody else. That's kind of what I'm seeing. So yeah, um, you could have some heart to hearts with some of the people you're meeting as well with the Ace of Cups here. You could meet new people, people again who want to pour back into you. That's going to be very important. But there's going to be a lot of emotional baggage that you're dealing with. So do be careful. Make sure you're protecting yourself. Make sure you're sending love out there, because I just see people like unloading all their baggage onto you. Similar to who was the person? Was it Kevin and the Pisces lady? I'm like, I don't know if that's what you want, but you know. And then we have the star. Yeah, they're attracted to you like what is it? Moths to a flame, or mosquitoes to the light, mosquitoes to the water, you know, because you're a source of nourishment for people, including energy vampires, which there's a lot of those out there, unfortunately. I think especially in times like these, I feel like they're becoming more and more prevalent, I guess is a way to put it. Yeah, seven of wands and 3 of swords. Anyone who's trying to make you feel bad, don't take anything they have to say personally. Because I do see people wanting to bring you down to their low vibration because you are so happy and positive and your energy is great. It's like they want to drag you down. Don't let them. So this is more of a warning than anything for the next month, but only because I feel like it's going to impact you more than anything. Don't take anything some of these draining people have to say to heart, because you know they're just unhappy and they want to bring you down with them. Pearl blue. Um, yeah, 3 of cups reversed. If you want to cancel on a party, that's okay. It might be worth it to not have to go to something rather than have to recover from having been in a room full of, you know, nasty low vibrational energy. I don't know how else to say it. Because I know not everybody believes in vibrations being high or low. But me personally, I've been in situations where the people around you can just be not great, you know? Oh, hi, Mel Green. We closed our questions. I'm down to the last one, actually. So if you want to come back, well, actually, I don't know when I'm going to do another reading. But if you would like a personal reading, my information's up here in the dots or down in the description below. But thank you for tuning in. Okay, so Celeste, you are dealing with a stalker. Okay. Okay, so creepy man approached you twice with the same question. So you've already had like a history of being stalked and you're wondering if you have another stalker. All right, Celeste. I feel like have you always gotten unwanted physical attention? Because I have the Empress reversed and I have the Ace of Cups. So people naturally want to like talk to you. They want to make friends with you. Or at least men do, like these creepy men. So I feel like you attract that because either that's just how you look or how the energy you draw in. You moved from Virginia to Texas. Interesting. What is it with Texas? We have the 4 of Swords. I am hearing to lay low. To lay low for now. Should you move? Queen of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, this is a good time to find something new if that's what you want. I am getting the yes. Queen of Pentacles upright would have been like stay where you are, but reversed it's like, yeah, it's time to plant your seeds elsewhere. This could be a warning that maybe you're just not in the right environment, or that the place where you currently are isn't the best for you. We have Strength reversed, but also make sure that it's not, I'm not saying you're drawing this attention to yourself. That's not what I'm saying at all. But there's something about, again, like I was saying earlier to Pearl Blue about attracting draining people because of the light that she has. You have something similar, but unfortunately it's with creepy men. And that's just, how should she solve this? I wonder if you lie a lot about having like a boyfriend or like a husband or something, because we have the Lovers reversed. Sometimes I take that to mean that it's like, oh, do you have a boyfriend or husband? It's like, yeah, yes, I do. Good, and he's on his way. You know, I'm thinking of like, whose mom didn't teach them that, you know, growing up, to lie about having a man in your life. So yeah, it's time to get up and move and go somewhere that is going to benefit you more. I feel like it would help to look into places that are a little bit more, I don't know what you can afford, but looking into nicer places. I keep seeing that, but I don't know what they mean exactly by nicer places. I guess places where you naturally feel safe. But there is this feeling innately that you've never really felt safe anywhere to begin with. So it doesn't surprise you that you go move to places or have situations that make you feel like you're being chased or followed or stalked, or that you are being chased or followed or stalked. The Queen of Swords lets me know that there is something here about, what's the best way to say this? The universe is wanting to send you somewhere where you are safer. And this may mean looking into both jobs, places, and environments that are more, I just keep hearing safer. Try hanging out in neighborhoods and ask yourself whether you feel safe. And ask yourself whether it's something internal or external. Because I'm seeing the Four of Wands reverse and I'm seeing the Eight of Pentacles reverse, letting me know that there's a feeling that you're not allowed to be safe because somehow you were taught that, everything is dangerous. But this subconscious feeling has been turning into something more manifested. I hope what I'm saying is making sense because I'm channeling right now. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, are you being stalked? Yeah, the Page of Cups. Like, this guy wants to be your friend. He wants to get to know you. Well, it's not that you're being stalked. It's more like he looks out for you everywhere. It's more like, like when you're hanging out somewhere and you're always on the lookout for somebody, it's like, oh, there goes that girl. Let me go talk to her. Oh, there she is again. Let me go talk to her. So yes and no. Like, he's very aware of you and wants to get to know you. That said, if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to take it. This is just an example, and I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but you know how some people with certain mental disabilities will tend to be this way? I'm kind of getting that, so I wonder if he has that. Because sometimes their energy can feel low vibrational, not all of them, of course, but sometimes because, dark energy latches on to certain things. That's kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, you're meant to move out of Austin. Or at least to a better part of Austin. What is it in Austin that's making her feel stalked? Because I don't think that's just how the men are supposed to be down there. Though I swear, Texas, I've never gotten good energy from Texas. I wish it did. We have the Emperor. Oh, okay. There's something about like the manosphere energy in parts of Texas that is a little bit too much. I know that sounds dumb, but there are parts of the world where it can like take off more than others. Like, you won't find this in a bigger city as much as you would in places like that. I say this because where I live, same thing. A lot of the men here just have a certain mentality and I don't care for it. Not all of them, but like too many of them, Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of jarring how they pay so much attention to women, but at the same time, it's like not respectful or loving at all. It's more like demanding, which is how that manosphere kind of energy works, like the alpha male stuff, the red pill stuff, whatever it is. I think it's just the area, unfortunately. Yeah, Seven of Cups. So there are better parts for you to live in. That's what I keep seeing. So yeah, go ahead and start looking for somewhere new. It's saying to stay in Austin, just a safer part of Austin. Like, you can stay in that area. I know Austin's big and I don't know how big or how it works, like with any other big city, but like, you're meant to stay in Austin, just the better part of it. A less, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sense of it. I guess because I asked my spirit guides to just block me away from that kind of energy, so tapping into it again. I'm kind of like, I don't want to, but for your sake, I will. Yeah. These men will lie. Like the men here, if they say, oh, no, I'm not into that, they're lying. They are. It's kind of like, oh, I don't want to talk politics. But when people say they believe in something, or they don't say they believe in something, or they omit and forget, like they choose to not tell you they believe in something so that you'll like them more. This is what I'm getting. But yeah, you can stay in Austin, but you don't have to live here, wherever this is. And I'm not sure why it is the way it is where you live. Why is it? Oh, okay. There's a high percentage of divorce in that area. Is basically what I'm getting. Because we have the Seven of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and Ace of Swords. Maybe you're just in an area where like all the single men hang out. He's not stalked. It's weird. I guess it depends what you consider stalking. He's very aware of you and wants to be your friend, but he may not be completely mentally there. Is what I'm getting. Does that make sense? So he's not dangerous, but he's definitely going to be bothersome. Like his energy in him would be bothersome. Is the best way I can explain it. And I used to know a guy like this that I had to work with, and I knew right away he wasn't to me because his energy was screaming, "Oh, she's beautiful." And I could tell he wanted to be my friend, but his energy freaked me out and I hated it. So I made it a point to like be nice and then move on my way. I hated that because he looked like a nice person, but if I was to have anything more than a conversation with him, he would be hooked, and I knew it would, like, I would get a, an unwanted attachment. Yeah, he's not stalking, but he could easily become one. Does that make sense? Like he's looking out for you. He's like, oh, where is she? I wonder if she's here. I'm gonna talk to her today. Should I? It's just a lot. And you're right, he does have negative energy. I think that's the problem. Women's self-defense class is true. Plus you're in Texas, where everybody likes to, bang bang. So not the fun bang bang, but the other one. So all right, so where should you be looking? Oh, we have the King of Cups. So the good news is that you might actually find somebody in this area, in Austin. You might actually find a person like to date, or to at least be like your good close friend that can protect you. Like if you're looking, it doesn't even have to be straight. He could be like, big, tall, scary gay guy who like keeps everyone away or something like that. So you may find like a very good, trustworthy, loyal male companion to help you out with this. Whether it's a friend, whether it's like a kind neighbor, Ace of Pentacles, or it could be a love interest if you're wanting that, and Justice. Yeah, they're going to help you out with this. It's not going to be in the neighborhood you're in, but you might tell somebody what you're going through, and it's like, really, you're protected by a tall, strong man. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. So yeah, you're going to be protected. And Six of Cups. However, it's just, I think you eventually will move out of Austin, just because I think the vibes are not what you were expecting, or I don't know, like, why you're there. Oh, really? Oh, this is happening right now. Oh, I'm so sorry. Say hi to your friend for me. I don't know, he's watching too. But yeah, I feel like you're going to end up moving out of Austin in the long term, just because Texas isn't for everybody. I know a lot of people who have moved there and are there. Oh wow, reconnecting. That's funny. Yeah, just further proving that. Because it's just not your vibe. I'm sorry that of all the stalking that's happened to you. Men from the South are something else. Let me tell you. Some of them can be nice. Some of them do have like those old traditional masculine values that are, good. But the negative side of that is that it can also be followed by, very oppressive traditional views. For whatever reason, they like to go hand in hand, and I wish they didn't, but that's kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, I think Austin looks fun on paper. Like, I remember people thinking that it was like the new Portland, the Portland of the 2010s, Oregon, keep it weird, but I feel like we try to keep it weird. I'm kind of surprised. I don't know. Yeah, they are. I lived in Georgia for a long time, 20 years at least. It takes, I mean, I'm not used to them, I'm not going to say that, but it's definitely hard to sift through who are the good ones and who are the not so good ones. I have a lot of friends here as well, but I feel like you'll find your people. You will find your people. Yeah, Ace of Wands. I feel like this is just a wake-up call to make more plans for the for the long-term future to find something else besides Austin. I don't know what brought you here. Really? I've always wanted to go to Massachusetts. I actually have a friend from Boston. Great vibes, absolutely great vibes. Love him to death. Like he's really sweet. Um, did I say friend? I meant coworker. It's funny that I said friend, but consider the fact that I went straight to friend when he's only a coworker. It's like I could be friends with that guy. Like yeah, I would go to Massachusetts. I've actually Boston and Chicago have been calling me for a while. I was born in Chicago, but I don't know if I want to go back. All right, I just want to see what else is in store for you, Celeste, because you've had such a. I want to see what positive things, how to handle this and positive things. Okay, King of Swords, cool. King of Swords, we have the. Ooh, okay. So Ten of Pentacles reverse. Don't make any long-term plans in Austin. Don't buy any. Don't buy the heavy furniture. Don't invest in a house there. You know, don't make long-term plans. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Sorry, Seven of Wands here. Think ahead to the next 2-3 years and where you want to live. So, you know, get rid of things you don't want to take with you. Yeah. King of Pentacles. I feel like you'll see clearly now, especially after the retrograde, after the 30th. I feel like you're going to start making plans to move elsewhere. I don't know why you're in Austin. I don't know if it was like your job or family or whatever, but I feel like you're going to find better opportunities. Yeah, King of. All the kings have come out for you, by the way. All the kings, I think it's the King of Wands. All the kings have come out. So you will find healthy, proper masculinity. Even the Emperor came out. So I feel like this could also be the universe asking you to look into your relationship with men and masculinity, especially your background, especially how you grew up, which I think we all have to at some point, because it's not all bad. Like, you know, not all men can be awful. It's just not possible. We have a lot of great ones. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to try something new. Yeah, it's your sign to move out. Ooh, the midget elf. There's the last king, the King of Wands. I think this is the negativity you've been dealing with. The King of Wands reversed is like the ego, the overly controlling nature, and magician. Something about overly controlling men in your life, or like men with way too much interest or investment in you, has always bothered you, probably because of what happened when you were growing up. So you were always afraid. So like you would, you know, it's like wondering if something would happen, and it's like that fear has only attracted creepy men, especially here. Oh, astrocartography. If you're into astrology, astrocartography is like where certain places in the world will bring out certain parts of you. Currently, I'm on my Mars line. I was born and still live on my Mars line, which is interesting, which explains why I have a lot of energy. For you, it could be, well, I guess it depends on where your 12th house is. But I would look into that, and maybe that's a great sign to look into where you could move and feel comfortable in. For me, when I went to Iceland, my Saturn line is there, so that would be a great place for me to work. However, I can't find jobs there, at least not yet, which is interesting. But that's what I got for you. Yeah, look into astrocartography. Also, look at what Austin has, like in general, like for you, because I feel like it could be. What would be the stalking energy? I guess Pluto? No, not Pluto. Because obsessive energy is Scorpio or Scorpionic 8th house. We have the moon. Your moon could be there, and if your moon is badly aspected. Oh, interesting. Oh, you got that Capricorn stellium. Yeah. Really? Yeah, same here where I am. Oddly enough, I mean, I don't deal with it to the point where I have the stalker. I think I creep out my stalkers by being a weird tarot lady, which is fine. Sorry, not it's not fine, but you know, it's just hilarious. But still, your Venus is in Scorpio. Gotcha. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune will lead you to somewhere. Ooh, somewhere that has a really nice church or temple or cathedral or a place of worship. You might be living near one. That's gonna keep the creeps away. Think of like a bell tower. Where my family lives in Mexico, like there's churches everywhere, and you'll hear the tower bells, which I love because I feel like it like sends away the negative energy, you know, every hour on the hour. Yeah, if you have negative aspects to those, that could be why. But you might live somewhere where there's a temple nearby. whatever kind of temple it is. Doesn't matter if that's your religion or not. I feel like whatever good energy that place brings is gonna like surround you. Um, this will be in Austin. You might live near a church in Austin. That's gonna keep the creeps away, you know, because you could always go into the temple and it's like, hey, can I hide out here? If it happens again, I don't think it will. Really? Oh, I guess it just confirms that you're gonna be living near one. But really, so many things. Like I've only heard of it in passing from people who have moved there because they say it's like quirky. But yeah, I think Texas in general, it's where all the mega churches are, and so that doesn't surprise me that it would leak into that. It's Three of Cups. So you are going to be living with friends. I'm hearing probably going to be living with some certain friends for the time being, in Austin, maybe in Massachusetts as well if you can find friends there. But yeah, I feel like things are. It's just a sign that you need to move elsewhere because if you can't feel safe walking to your own house or your own living space, your own home, where can you feel that sounds like, yeah, holistic health and wellness. I remember a lot of essential oils ladies still. Yeah, and luckily you only got 3 months, so I don't think you'll be running into this dude anymore. I would send a lot of protection energy your way, or even just like really seeing that part of you that is still feeling stalked by the things you had to deal with in childhood. You know, like the unwanted attention, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, protection rituals. And if you feel comfortable doing so, going into a temple. I know there are places where you can just go into a temple and they won't bother you because I like doing that when I go to Mexico, just sitting at a church and just like doing my thing, pretending I'm praying. And sometimes I am praying, but you know, just kind of doing my own thing. It's really peaceful. But that's what I got for you, Celeste. Thank you so much again for the tip and for being so patient. You've been so patient throughout this whole reading. Oh gosh, and I'm on 2 hours. Okay, Michelle, what question do you have? Oh, you're welcome. Oh, bless you too. I'm sending you so much love. Oh, yeah, the Lilith placement. I keep forgetting about the Lilith placement. Your Lilith asteroid, yeah. Mine's in Scorpio. I scare men. It's great. I love scaring men. All right, so a general reading for Michelle. Michelle is moomrin. She's my sister. I'm a moderator, so she's the actual last question. Okay, Michelle, general reading for you. I'm hearing right away to be open to what the world and the universe wants to send you because you're very closed off right now. Lilith in Taurus. I'm a Taurus. That's fun. Oh, and the 4th house of the home. Lilith in the 4th house of so feeling like you can't be yourself in your own house is something that you have to work through. Interesting. Michelle, really, your Lilith is in Aries. You hate Aries men. It's at Pedro Pascal, but we found out why. Why you are okay with Pedro Pascal. And an opposite of your Venus. Wow, that's interesting. Thank you, Libra Venus. Michelle, you have to let spirit come through because look at all the interruptions. I'm going to ignore the chat for a minute because Michelle really needs a reading right now. We lost our dog a few weeks ago and her little soul is crying. I can feel it crying. So right now, you're being asked to tap into your emotions and feel them as they are, but also not to give up hope. Because the universe is wanting to bring things to you, but you're not either not letting it or not receiving it. And it's all right here in the heart. So I'm trying to tap into the heart space and it's like, it keeps pushing stuff away. You keep pushing stuff. Yeah, it's the numbness. You keep pushing stuff away and they want you to open up. We have the 3 of Pentacles. You're not opening up to other people, to other advice. You're not even opening up to the abundance because we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, letting me know that you don't want to start anything or do anything. Your creativity may have even waned a little bit. It's still there. You're very creative, but it's shifting. Like you're not making things with heart anymore, or you might find yourself not making things with heart, and that's not fair. We have the Hierophant, letting me know you have to get back on either a meditation or a spiritual practice. They really want you to come through because you've been neglecting that side of you. And if it's because you're afraid of what you'll see or what you will feel, even from the sweet little dog that we had, because she was very spiritual, like she was a Pisces dog. She was very intuitive. She was very attuned to all our energies, and I can tell that you feel guilt. And I think you don't want to feel that guilt, and that's why it hurts so much. It's like you don't want to feel anymore, but you have to process it. It's gonna feel awful, and then you release, and then you feel better, knowing again that things happened the way they happened. Like it would have been better how things happened than in other ways, you know. I don't want to get too much into it because it hurts me as well, because I had to witness some of that. But it's better how it happened because it could have been so much worse, and I don't think you wanted that. But I do sense a lot of guilt. Tapping into your feelings, it's accepting that guilt, making peace with it, and understanding that things will be better. Not only that, but she's in your heart forever. You have a sweet little spirit animal that you can for sure confirm is on the other side, guiding you to all the cute little things in life, including another dog that will come into your life or another pet if you don't want a dog. But I do see her like picking out dogs. Like I see her going up to a dog, sniffing its butt, and being like, "Yeah, you're good," you know. Just like whenever you're looking at other dogs, she's like her little angelic self is behind you. It's like sniffing the dog's butt, like, "Yep, that will do." You know, I keep seeing that. It's really cute, and she's gonna send more than just one. Is what I'm hearing. Yeah, King of Wands. Not only that, but it might help to release things physically. So go back on going out on walks, even if it's just by yourself or taking up the, you know, I know you do the treadmill, doing yoga for grief, I think is a thing. I think Adrian, Yoga with Adrian does one of those. So if you've been thinking about doing that, maybe do that once a day for the next 2-3 weeks until you feel yourself again. We have the Page of Pentacles. It's slow progress, but better to be a Page of Pentacles than to remain a Queen of Pentacles reversed, because it's almost like you want nothing, but things will come in that are better for you. Not only that, but there's so many opportunities that you're not even aware of that are going to pop up for you. But it would help to understand that this was a big part of your life. Lucy being in your life was a big part of even you growing up. I mean, think about it. How old were you when we got her? I think you were 20, which is coming into the age of adulthood. You spent a lot of your adulthood taking care of something other than yourself, and that itself was a journey. Not only that, but she was very patient with us. I remember tapping into her energy because we didn't know what we were doing. Yeah, 20. I was 24. Yeah, 23, 24. So understand that there is love there eternally. It never goes away. Yeah, your entire 20s. And what a wonderful, you know, what a wonderful experience it's been. What a wonderful journey, story, and love it's been. It's been very sweet. But you have to open yourself back up because things will get better. Like I keep seeing her like pointing to a dog. I don't know if it's not a Pomeranian. It could be like one of those little curly dog, toy poodles, something like that. It looks like a, it looks like a sugar cookie. It's sugar cookie colored, whatever that means. It's really cute. I see little curly hair too, so you'll have a curly haired cutie. That's one of the options. If it's not that, it could be something else. But yeah, we have the Moon. Don't be afraid of your feelings. Yes, a chicken wing dog. One of one of those. Yeah, and you'll be yourself again. You'll be yourself. Feel free to like communicate what you feel the need to communicate. I feel like blogging itself could also be very helpful. You know, things like that. A lot of the stuff you're about to make is going to have a lot of love in it as well. Like that oracle that I really want you to like push and actually make into something like a reality, and we'll talk more about that later. But I feel like you really have to open yourself back up. Yeah, because you're in this lack energy and you're not meant to be in it. She won't let you. You know, like I said, you have a confirmed spirit animal on the other side. And she's got little angel wings, which she's always looked cute with little angel wings. So, yeah, it's very sweet. But this is what I have. Because if I go any deeper, you're going to start crying, and I know you don't want that. But Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I am sending you so much love to everybody. Thank you so much for the tips. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I am sending you so many blessings, so much love. Everybody, take care. I hope to do this soon again, but honestly, my live streams are very spontaneous and my neighbors are about to get loud. So, yeah, do you hear that? Okay, that's a sign that I have to go. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for getting back to me. I love confirmation of that. Well, I love everybody so much. Please take care. Have a good night or day or wherever you are. Bye.